Sidekicks, what is this? Let's get into it. Sidekicks is from 1992, lasts about an hour and 40 minutes. It stars Chuck Norris and Jonathan Brandis and Beau Bridges and others, yeah. This movie is something else, by the way. If you've never seen it, prepare yourself. The movie opens with a woman being strung up by samurai in ancient Japan. And then this white ninja comes in and he says, right samurai, I'm going to beat you all up. He's going to rescue the lady. And then there's two nanny samurai. And then another shorter white ninja appears and helps him. And together they beat up all the samurai and free the women. And then they take off their masks. And one of them is Chuck Norris, international movie star. And one of them is little boy Barry. Barry is our main protagonist in this movie. This is all a dream, so we cut to him in his classroom saying,
all you gotta do is ask, Chuck.
Everyone laughs at him, and I would laugh too. So Barry, played by Jonathan Brandis, instantly has an asthma attack.
Oh, please.
After school, we see his teacher speaking to his dad, and they instantly agree to go on a date. He's a fascinator, this widower. Later, Barry's dad and Barry decide, let's go and sign you up for karate lessons. Maybe this will help you deal with these fantasies, these daydreams you're having, if you actually get to study karate and see what it's all about. Yeah, and they go into the dojo, and they meet the sensei Stone. And Stone is a bit disparaging to Chuck Norris, saying he's not a real fighter, he's just a movie star and all this. So Barry's like, how dare you, and leaves, storms out.
I'm offended.
He needs to calm down. Later that night, Barry's at home watching another Chuck Norris movie. He's obsessed. It's missing in action. I'm sure it's an 18. In this country, it probably is. But his dad's letting him watch all these things. He's an enabler.
Enabler.
And Barry starts to daydream about he and Chuck in the Navy rescuing his teacher, Miss Chen.
Okay, I see how it is.
Which seems to me like he's got a crush on his teacher. It does come across like that, even though the dad is going to take her out on a date. And also, the villain in this dream is Sensei Stone. Tell you what, don't get on the wrong side of Barry. He just makes you into the ultimate villain. So we cut to what I assume is the next day or the next night, and Noreen, Miss Chen, is in her uncle's restaurant. Her uncle is Mako, also known as Mr. Lee. He is the chef and the owner of the place. He's in the kitchen with Barry. What? And Noreen is in the restaurant with Barry's dad. Yeah, the whole restaurant's closed. It's just then that still Nico's in the kitchen making up tons of food.
For who?
So he is, yeah. Even though they've clearly just eaten. Anyway, a group of tough bikers come in and they try to cause trouble. And then Mr. Lee comes out and he pretends he's drunk and he's holding a tray of like soup and all this, and he spills it on their crutches and he beats them up without actually beating them up and chases them off. Yeah, very funny. So Noreen has introduced Barry to Mr. Lee because he's an expert in martial arts and he might be able to teach Barry some karate. Yeah, all he does is knock the boy. And he says, I know you get really bad asthma, but you should jog to school and jog back every day. Yeah.
What's the worst that could happen?
R.I.P. Daddy. The next day at school we see Barry and we meet Lauren, who's a girl of his age, and yeah, he fancies her. He does have a crush on her. We also meet his bully, because of course there's a bully in this movie, and he's just called Mr. Cellini all the way through it, right until the end. That's right, at the end we find out his name is Randy. Yeah, it's Randy. Randy Cellini. All the teachers just call him Mr. Cellini. And Barry and all that just call him Cellini. Yeah, that's right. So, Cellini decides to pick on Barry and he rips his karate magazine. The one karate magazine he's got, and he carries it around everywhere, and it's got a picture of Chuck Norris on the front cover. I dread to think what the inside pages are like. Right, stuck together. No. Later in gym class, Once again, Barry goes into a daydream about Chuck Norris.
Ah, Chuck.
And yeah, they're rescuing Noreen, yes, and Lauren. Huh. But the gym teacher is like, look at this little freak, I'll punish him. Yeah, so he makes Barry climb the ropes. It's really difficult to climb a rope, but especially for a weed. Well, don't call him a weed, he's just a teenage boy. He's a weed. Barry has to climb the rope and he can't do it. And then Chuck Norris appears beside him in his 9, yeah. But Chuck Norris appears beside him, that powers him through and makes him climb the rope right to the top. Everyone's impressed, except Cellini.
Abs.
And after school, he walks home with Lauren. Yeah. And he tells her he likes her. And she says, I like you too, Daddy. And he asks her out on a date. And she says, well, I like you, but I don't like you like that. Yeah, so he runs off and cries and has a massive asthma attack and ends up in hospital.
What a loser.
While at the hospital, the doctor says to Barry's dad, he's fine. We can't even see any scarring on his lungs. We don't know if he's actually even got asthma. He's psychotic. The very next day, after he's out of hospital, Mr. Lee has him outside training, jogging in front of a truck, breaking boards and breaking bricks and kicking and punching. Good luck in your recovery, my friend. Back in gym class, Barry decides he wants to take part for the first time ever, because until now he's always sat on the bench and only done stuff when he's had to, like climb the rope as punishment. So the gym teacher lets him join in.
Brewski, you drop dead on me and I swear to God I'll shoot myself and come on after you.
And he gets through the class, the gym teacher's like, pretty good. And then he and Cellini have a fight. Yeah, pretty good fight. And at the end, the gym teacher breaks it up. And then he stops Barry and says, not bad, kid. You had asthma, didn't you? Yeah, but not that bad. Oh, you're this guy. No, I'm not this. So, Barry and Lauren walk home again together. But now, Lauren's seen him fight Cellini. Now she does like him like that. Winning. So they agree to go on a date to the zoo on Saturday. Yeah, so they cut to the zoo and it's Barry and Lauren. And Barry's dad, and Noreen, and Mr. Lee. Yeah. I don't know why they go to the zoo. They're there for about 30 seconds and then that scene's over. It seems a waste of money, seems a waste of time, seems a waste of zoo passes. Yeah, well, yeah. Now somehow, just like in Karate Kid, they sign up for a tournament. Yeah. Mr. Lee says, let's sign up for this upcoming martial arts tournament. It's a team event, so I'll break bricks. Barry, you can use your nunchucks. Noreen, you can do your katas, your form. Yeah, all good. Although, what were you thinking? Because you never saw the nunchuck scene. Yeah, I just never noticed. Because Barry does get to do something later. Alright. So they go to register on the day of the competition. I don't know, they always do this in these movies. It's always last minute. Anytime I've entered anything or gone to a conference or a convention or anything like that, I've registered months in advance. I don't know why they always do it in movies at the last minute when the thing's already taken place. But anyway, they go up, they say the team name is the Frying Dojo because that's the name of the restaurant Mr. Lee owns. Very good. And of course there's a snooty judge there and he says, well actually you need 4 members of the team. Yeah. And guess what? Guess who is the special guest at this convention? Chuck Norris.
Chuck Norris?
Chuck Norris is there, he's in town, he's at the convention, he's standing about 3 feet away. So, Noreen just goes and says to him, listen, can you join our team? This little guy is a big fan of yours, and we need a 4th member of the team. I know you're here in business, I know you don't have your stuff with you, I know you're not ready for competition, will you join our team? And he says yes. What? Unbelievably, Chuck Norris joins them. So, it's the women's kata competition first, and Noreen goes up, she places 2nd to Stone Dojo. Yep.
Not a great start.
And then it's Mr. Lee and Cellini, who find out at this point is called Randy. They're breaking bricks. Yep. And Mr. Lee wins this. And then Barry is on stage with his nunchucks, and he's about to get a case of the nerves, but that, of course, he imagines himself in a white ninjutsu outfit, wrapped up in head to toe, only his eyes showing, which is quite handy because we don't have to know it's not the actor doing all these moves. That's true. And then it's the full contact karate round, and it's Sensei Stone versus Chuck Norris. And obviously Chuck Norris wins easily. Sensei Stone so hard he does a big somersault. Yeah, it's very comedic. The Stone. But somehow at this point, the Flying Dragon Dojo and Stone Dojo are still neck and neck in points. Yeah. Probably good because the Flying Dojo were still registering, while Stone Dojo were racking up points. Yeah, possibly. So it comes down to Barry versus Randy Cellini, and, well, they didn't get to finish their fight at school. I wonder who would have been victorious. Well, we don't get to find out, because it comes down to them in a brick breaking competition. Oh, what an anticlimax. It isn't it? It's rubbish. But Cellini breaks most of his bricks. I think it's like 16 and he breaks 15. And then it's Barry's turn. Barry's about to break his bricks, but then Mako decides, let's set them on fire as well. Great idea. So that's what they do, set them on fire. And Barry breaks them all easily. Oh, what a hero. I'd rather have seen them fight. Yeah, me too. And there's no need to set them on fire. What you doing, Nico? Kick this man out. So Team Flying Dojo win the tournament. Yeah, and then they cut to outside the tournament hall, and Barry is sitting on the bench with Chuck Norris. For real this time, not just in his mind. I assume as well. Nobody else sees them. But anyway, they're sitting there, and Barry's saying, well, this is like a dream come true for me. You're my hero. I've dreamed about this moment for so long. Thanks for helping. Thanks for being a part of our karate team. And Chuck Norris basically says, well, Barry, sometimes dreams do come true.
Dreams do come true, Barry.
Bye. Yeah, Barry's like, there's my dad. See you later, Chuck. You'll never see him again. And turns round and Chuck Norris is gone. He's another psychotic episode. No, it wasn't a psychotic episode. He was actually there, he just left. You think? I think so. As Barry and his dad leave, we see Barry's precious black belt magazine left behind on the bench. It's probably stuck there. No, it's not stuck there. But we know it's the same one because it's got Chuck Norris on the cover. The cover's been torn and sellotaped back together. Yeah, and then I see a young boy's hand reaching out and grabbing the magazine. And I hear him say, cool! And then I see it's a young man in a wheelchair. Is this supposed to be like, oh, he'll have the power to walk again? I don't think it's that. Is it supposed to be Chuck Norris will come and help him beat up other people in whatever sport he plays? No, I don't really. I think they're trying too hard to be like, look, we're a movie full of heart, and they're full of fart. Anyway, that's Sidekicks. Absolute rubbish. I don't even know who Chuck Norris is. Well, he's just, I know what he is, I just don't really, I wasn't born in 1971, so I didn't grow up on him. I know what you mean, but I've got a soft spot for this movie. I really liked it. Really? Hit like, hit subscribe. We'll see you next time. Chuck Norris.